Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Disaster Squad. Thanks for joining again today. With us, we have same players. We've got Eric from the Codfish on Twitch, and then we've got Marcos Games.
Hey,
Marcos, and we have so Marcos is going to be playing as Donovan Gale, and Eric is playing as Harkin Stone. Then we have Taylor.
Hi.
Taylor is playing as Heidi, and she does nothing on the internet. Anyway.
and she does nothing.
Just wait till we get to like 1 week when it's going to be 3 completely different people, but they're all still playing our characters. This is Allie, Spencer, and
Robert.
And they will be...
Oh, hey, that's perfect. There's a girl and 2 boys.
Yeah, that's coming. We're gonna just swap
we're
you
fired,
out.
guys.
Yep.
You're all gonna get replaced. So anyway, on the last episode of Disaster Squad, that was the rescue mission where they found out that Claire, which is Harkin's sister, was being held captive and by this character called the Night Siren. And what she was doing is she had Harkin's sister captured, and she was saying, well, if you destroy these buildings or do these jobs for me, I will perhaps release her, and gave him some money. And so they found out, they put a tracer into Smoker's phone, and they tracked it back to a not a penthouse, but an office building. And that was when originally, and it was inside the walled area of Sactus. So you have the walls, and then inside is this large building, and that's Steelhide Securities, and up at the top floor, that's where his sister is being held. So originally the plan is that they go into the walled part of the city, they just get information. Heidi went in and tried to say oh, I'm her niece, and just got in there. But then as it developed, it turns out that Harkin has the ability to turn invisible. So he had been following her behind, and then she ran to the elevator, he ran to the stairs, they got separated, and then Donovan started panicking. And eventually they went upstairs, and what they found out was that after they confronted the woman was that she was actually something just disguised as her, some kind of creature or monster or something. And a fight ensued, and they killed the monster and then chucked it out the window, and the thing fell down and just splatted onto the ground. And Harkin rescued his sister, and he went to the top of the building and leaped with her and just took off. Heidi pretended to just be an innocent civilian. Oh no, what's going on? So that way, when the police broke in, they took her, and Donovan flew in, helped.
I also got shot,
and then he flew away and escaped off. He also got shot. That's an important thing. So we are going to just continue where that left off. We will start. I'm just going to have everyone roll a d20 just to see who gets the highest, who starts off the narrative.
17.
No.
9.
Unless everyone rolls.
I got a 9.
So what did Taylor get?
9.
I'm sorry, you're cutting out. What was the number? 9. Okay. So we're going to start off with Donovan, and then we're going to go to Heidi, and then last is Harkin. So, Donovan, you flew from the building, and you go to your headquarters, and you are just going to be there panicking,
after I left,
being like,
and I had I grabbed I think that Harkin passed me the hard drive, right?
I gave you her computer info. Yeah, I grabbed a bunch of stuff from the computer because my guy doesn't necessarily know computers, but yes, hard drive was one of them. And I told you, I did tell, that's what it was. I think I actually did tell you about, or did I give you the computer stuff before we split? Or was that after I got my sister?
Jeez, I actually forget.
I can't remember.
Just roll it. So Marcos, just roll a d20. If
after.
It's high, it was
then,
before. If
great.
It's
Then I also mentioned that the room down there with the weird shit.
You mentioned that there was a room.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the
gotcha.
weird artifacts and things. And if that's the case, oh wait, hold on, because I never gave you the security card, so it must have been before. It must have been before, because I would have given you the card.
Just wait, all the viewers.
I know, they're like, wait a minute, hold on, we literally
who are like
just...
binge watching this and they don't have a 2-week gap in between these episodes.
They literally
Like-
just did this. You know, let's just... I didn't tell you about the room, because it was before we split up. Bam.
Cool. But I do have a hard drive, so I'm gonna
Yes.
try and like plug that into my computer and see what's on it.
Okay. So you pulled out some. So you had pulled out hard
Yes,
drive. You're going to be
exactly-
putting it
exactly
in the computer,
that,
and you're
I
going to be
am making those noises.
trying to get some information off of it. All right,
Yeah.
mouth with your mouth. All right. As he's doing that, I'm going to cut over to Heidi. So you are being taken to the hospital. You have some injuries, and you are driven to this fairly nice-looking hospital and are given some treatments. Although they do have like a police officer or two just
I'm
hanging
gonna
around
just
watching
keep
you.
playing the victim and look super innocent and stuff.
I'm trying to think. Okay. Now, give me a general intelligence roll. Intellect, I believe. I'm sorry.
That would be a 22. Yep.
Okay, 22. I will also let you know that I believe you do not have
Correct.
some kind of like an identification card on
Okay.
you. So this might be an issue. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you'd said that. Oh no, I accidentally forgot it. So they're going to go through the process of trying to
Okay.
figure out where you're from.
I'm gonna act super grief-stricken.
Struck.
Um,
Grief struck.
Thank
Struck.
you. And just kind of act like I don't want to talk because my aunt just died.
Okay, getcha. All right. Give me either like a performance. I'm trying to remember if it's deception or
Deception's
like
a thing.
performance or
And persuasion is a thing.
But you're lying.
yeah, deception probably.
True.
You know what?
Okay. And that's
I will
presence
let you
plus
do
persuasion, right?
Or, no. It's presence plus any ranks you have in persuasion.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn high. 17. 25.
Okay. All right. Oh, the roll is 17. All right. So yeah, they are giving you a wide berth, and trying to, and just like, okay, she needs her space now.
Cool.
So it's just leaving you alone in the hospital.
Yep. I'm just gonna. Yep.
Then we're gonna jump over to Harkin, he had whoop jumped, leapfrogged out of the way, and over the walls of the city and through the downs. And where is your target location? Where are you putting down?
Straight up. I'm just getting the heck out.
All right. And as you land, Claire is like, "Oh, I'm so confused. Like, what? How did you do this? Like, where am I? What is this? This is Sanctus."
It's gonna be okay. Just. We'll talk. We'll talk in a moment. Here, just
Oh, my
lay
head! I
down,
feel a little bit
and
woozy
I'll like
from whatever
take you to
that
my
was.
bed, whatever, my little house, and I'll explain like what. We'll talk about. We'll explain everything. You just rest.
Yeah.
I need to I need to make sure my friends are okay. So are you okay? Are you all right? You just wait here, okay? And I'll even like.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just like she.
Oh, yeah,
do you have any medicine? Can you try to roll
treatment?
Medicine.
Heck yeah, I have treatment.
Treatment.
I actually do because that was the brother that took care of my sister.
Okay.
I didn't roll very high. I got a 14.
14. That's fine. It's you see that she's kind of like it's almost like drunken. It's because she was in some kind of like cryo state or something like something that was like a stasis.
Yeah.
So as she's walking, she's
plop her down.
Whoa, and she's walking around,
Yeah.
and her head's woozy.
Spider-Man.
Plus there was the whole
here,
flying over the
flipping
city
in the air.
thing.
I put her down. I let her lay down. I'll pull out that gun I have, that pistol, and just like put it on a next to her sort of thing. Like if anything happens, just here, protect yourself. But I need to. I have to go find. No, they shouldn't be. I don't think anyone knows.
Is anyone coming for me? Are they coming for you?
Or anything? We should be okay. But I have to help my friends. I have to help them. They helped me. I need to help them. You just rest. I'll be back soon. Okay? Don't worry. And I'll take out the little crane, and I leave it here.
Did you have
You
one?
did.
You didn't.
I
have,
did.
You specified.
No, you gave. You gave.
Oh yeah, I gave you one. I gave you one when we
Yep.
parted ways because I knew that at least you specified at least before. that you didn't have
Yes.
one.
Now
This
I
is-
definitely had one because you were like here.
It's
Yeah. Who has
funny
a crane?
how we keep having to specify where's the crane. It kind of reminds me. It kind of reminds me with the like, okay,
I'm
who's
awake, but I'm
asleep?
sleep. I'm sleep
but not
awake.
which world? Like in the dreamlands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm awake, but in this world. Okay, so in this location, but
So
in
I
this
leave
world,
her.
and
I
my
leave her the
body's at this
pistol
location in this other
and the
world.
crane, but I'm telling her like you don't need to worry. Just rest. It's okay, and I'll be back. I have to make sure my friends are okay. Pat, and close the door and like, kind of. I book it back to the city.
I will have you do a persuasion roll just
You're
to see
leaving
how
your little
calm-
sister with a gun.
Well,
if you do manage to calm her
Like
down, or
she's
if you
safe,
just,
and now
like,
I'm worried about you guys. Because like that was the whole priority for him, and now it's like, okay, she's good. These
I know.
people have helped me this whole way. I'm not gonna bail on them. I don't add anything. 15 actually.
Okay. She believes like okay, it's safe here. I'm safe.
Yeah.
And she trusts that you're
Okay.
gonna do what you're gonna do.
Okay. I'll be back. Just rest. It'll be okay. I just need to make sure they're all right, and we'll all be back. It'll be okay. Love you. And then, boop.
And she, as you're like leaving, she does give you this long look of like,
Am
I gonna see him again?
Okay. And I go back to the city. I'm not going all big super jumps. I'm making my way back, and then once I'm at the city, I'm actually going to go towards Livewire's secret passageways because he showed us.
okay. He's going boop 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 boop. He's still working on the computer.
Marcos.
And give me a technology roll. Marcos, yeah.
Marcos? I think he stepped away.
Hello
Yep.
there, Marcos.
Marcos stepped away, so let's not do that.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Okay, so you come in and Marcos is boop 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 boop. He's looking at the computer screen very intently. and getting
Me?
information
Why?
off of it.
I get no
And do you
penalties,
have
and I
any
have
technology?
improvised tools, and I have improvised tools and jack of all trades, so I can use no penalty without proper tools
All right.
and any skill untrained. So here I go, technology. 9.
I was really waiting for a natural one.
I just show up. What are you doing?
You break it. No.
He pressed the red button.
Oh, there he is.
Hi. Sorry, I had to step away for 2 seconds.
It wasn't 2 seconds, Marcos.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because that was funny because we cut over to you and then it's like you weren't here. Anyway.
Sure thing.
So give me a technology roll.
That is a 19 plus whatever the heck my technology is, but that's a 19 to start with. That is a 22.
Oh,
All right, you failed. Just at everything. Just everything failed. No, I'm just kidding. It was so the information that you find on the hard drive is it's once again it gives you all the different files, what she was accessing, and as you're flipping through it, you find a lot of kind of mundane stuff about like, oh, we bought X amount of stuff from here, we bought Y amount from here, and so there's a lot of like trading going on between the different companies. And with Steelhide Securities, they do a lot of the, what should I say, like security force. So they get licensed out to protect a particular building or protect some information. And you do also find out that with her private collection of stuff that it was, she was interested, she was doing some trading and trying to get relics, these different items, and some of the stuff is like mundane, and some of the stuff is actually a lot of the material is found from. They have these old what should I say it, like these different complexes from the old civilizations that people were going into and finding items, finding technology, and she was trading for them and pulling some of them out, getting information on them, particularly like weapons. So she would. What it looked like is that she would find this technology, ooh, this is like a plasma thing, and then would take it and then would try and get scientists to do like research on it to try and take that technology and be able to,
as he's kind of flipping through this stuff and looking at things and, you know, whatever. I'm there now, so I come in like, okay, you're okay, good. What'd you find? And I'm kind of looking at his screen as all this stuff's flying by, and I'm assuming he's like Iron Man computer screen, just flipping things left and right.
It's a monitor. It's
not with your hands, just with a fast mouse. Okay, fine. Wade from Kim Possible. How's that? Is that better? Okay.
Yes. Okay, fine. I'm Wade from Kim Possible.
So as you're doing that, you hear. And there's that like that big golem like servant, the inflatable thing, and it's holding out a little like a cup of tea that's like warm.
Take it.
And it's like gesturing towards.
And I turn back to.
It's happened. And it has a little apron, and it goes back.
And as I'm seeing all this, I'll tell him like I found my sister in a room that had all these things in it, and they look like they're not from here. And I'll put the tea down, and I reach into my pocket, and I'll get the security card, and I'll hand it to him. And I'll let him know that this was
okay.
This is the key to get in there. I don't know if you're interested in that. I'm not for me. So here.
Okay. So with the great technology roll, I will let you know that this is an older key card. The newer one was on her persons, and then she got thrown out the window. But you could take this key card and then do a little bit of modification for it, and then it would work as well.
Well, I mean,
so yeah.
I'm not entirely positive we want to be going back there anytime soon, given how we left the place.
I know. It's you're the hero. Those are dangerous. You do whatever you need to do, but we have to find Heidi. I don't know where she is. What happened? We have to make sure everyone's okay before we can relax. Do you know where she is?
Where Heidi is? Did read
She
it. That's another thing
has-
from 2 weeks ago.
She does have a thing as well. Yeah.
A crane?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I thought my crane got fucked up in the fight.
No, he. If I recall, he gave us all new ones before we split up the second time. After the fight.
When the security camera thingy was killing us and telling us to stay there.
Oh, that I do remember. There was also a scene where it was like, I think, what was it? There was like a crane flying, and then the thing made a backhand attack and took out one of the cranes. And I had the sad music playing as it fluttered to the ground.
Yeah. I lived them. Why would I? No, yeah, like I said, people were going to be so mad. So do we want to just say I do have...
Okay, what I'm just going to do is we'll just roll a d20. If it's high, there's a crane on her. If it's low, there isn't.
It's low.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I have no idea where
there
Heidi
is not
is.
a crane on her.
All right, I'll go check the. Hey, give me a crane. I left one with my sister.
I give her one. I give him one. I'll give him 2 in case he does find
Here's
Heidi.
2. Ooh.
Stop losing them.
I promise.
Do you
I'll take.
do you have any idea how expensive these are to make? Not very.
But it takes a lot of time. I'm not very good at it.
All right, I'll find Heidi and make sure she's all right, and we'll just go from there. Please keep an eye on my sister. She's resting at my home. She's off. I don't know what she was in. A tank. She was in some sort of tank. If you could find out what she was doing with my sister, what the thing was doing with my sister, I don't know. Just I'd appreciate it.
Sure thing.
Okay.
Do you want me here, or do you want me at your place protecting your sister?
Just she's resting and she's a little confused. It might be best if you just keep an eye. I left her a gun, so she should be okay. No one really knows where I live, so okay. All right, I'm gonna find Heidi.
All right, cool. All right, sounds good.
And then I'm a butterfly in the sky. Not really. I'm invisible, walking around the city. I'm heading back, and I'm just trying to piece together what's happening now at the building and where they might have taken her and stuff. Because I know the police came, so if I don't see the police there, I'm going to have to kind of decide, did they arrest her? Or is she in the hospital? You know, I know she was injured.
Okay, so you go back to Steelhide Securities, and you do see that there's a bunch of like police guys in uniforms running around, and the personal securities. But the personal security is off to the side. It's just the police force mainly that's looking.
Because I remember she was injured, right?
Because it was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. I think I'm actually gonna roll intellect. I know she was injured, and I don't see her like held anywhere here. I'm hoping I can put together they probably took her to the hospital first. I'll do that.
Because you could do investigation, because there is the possibility that like you could get information from people, like listening in on other conversations, or just your own intellectual reasoning about what you think happened.
Take off my disguise, and I guess if need be, I'll uninvisible and just be like, "Oh, what happened?" Oh, like one of the crowd. But for now, investigation.
Okay.
Cool. 5. So.
Anyway, so you're there, like, anyway, what happened? Yeah, that's really cool. And as you're talking to some people, the police are going around, and they're inside the city. They're very suspicious of people, and they will often card people just to ask about their past or something. And so
No, it was just a
it's
5.
such a low roll that did you actually crit fail, or what was the number on the die? I'm curious. Okay, gotcha. As it's kind of a low roll, you do draw some like looks from some of the police officers, and some of them hold up their hand in motion with like
do
two fingers
the
to come
look
over and
around like to the right and to the left and look at them and just point at like, me? Me? Him? Me? Him? Him? Me? I'm just so
deception.
confused. I don't understand what's happened. Okay, 18. Straight roll. Yeah. I'll come up and
18.
You know, I'm like, what's going on? What happened?
That's what we're trying to figure out. That's what we're trying to figure out.
I just heard
right
the
now.
crash. And
did you see anything? Were you in this area at all?
saw something fall, and when nothing blew up, I decided to come check it out.
Okay,
Just
so
I know.
what do you look
okay,
like? What's
so
your
I don't have a
clothing
disguise
situation
on,
look like?
and I'm pretty sure I'm wearing like a coat, but I have nicer clothes on than I did before. So I got like night and like yeah.
All right, nicer clothes, because that's what I wanted to
No,
clarify. 'cause
we
if you look like a
bought
worker,
nicer,
they're gonna ask
fancier
for, like,
combat
card or
almost
something.
as clothes. I don't look like a worker, but I have like boots.
But I am gonna have you roll presence, because otherwise he's gonna try and give you the card.
Okay.
Ask you for your card.
So with that natural 1,
Oh no!
Oh no! I'm gonna need some ID.
how many do I have? 2,
You
right?
could also expend a hero
Could
point
also
if you want
turn
to re-roll
invisible.
it or not.
Yeah, but then they're like, there's a person. I'll spend it here.
Or you could be like, oh, I think that man stole it. Turn
Yeah, I
invisible.
might try that shit. I'm gonna spend a hero point just to not have a natural 1. Cool.
Okay,
7.
so re-roll it.
I'm doing great. So they're asking for my ID. Right.
Yeah. They aren't
need
as
to
like
check
aggressive
your
about it
ID,
as they
yeah,
were
yeah.
before, but it's like, oh, by the way,
I will.
what's your ID? Like,
God. Yeah. I'm gonna start
they're
like
honestly
reaching
kind
into
of
my
bored,
pocket
like, oh, we
sort
have
of
to
business.
check everyone's ID. You know how it is.
I have my backpack on, but I'll like reach into my pocket, like, oh yeah, sure thing, and then just like look up at the building and be like, oh my god, and point up. So I'm gonna try. Just try.
4.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try and roll a little higher with deception.
All right, give me a deception.
If they just look, I'll invisible. Even if other people notice, at least the cops won't.
What'd you get? What'd you get? Oh.
I'm not good at talking to people. I'm freaking out. My character's pretty much just like,
sir, can you please come with us?
Sure, my ID.
I like to imagine.
Yeah.
I just want to imagine that, like, you try and distract them, and like you begin turning invisible, but then you realize they didn't turn, and so you're like half your body's invisible.
No. I'm just like,
You're just like-
yeah, my ID. Of course, yeah, sure. It's in one of these pockets. Oh my gosh, what's that over there?
So anyway, they're gonna motion you to their vehicle, to the car, and have you get in.
You know,
And are
before I
going to
get
driving
into
you
the
to
car,
the
I'm
police
just gonna
station.
give up on the inner side of the city, and it's just like, okay, come with us, sir. And I'm like, sure thing. And I'll go invisible and book it. I just, boom.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I
Alright,
go
just give me a
invisible,
stealth
but
roll.
immediately run into
So
the.
I do know you're invisible, it's just like, do they
the
hear the footsteps?
clothesline the guy has ready. Boom. Okay.
I'm just wondering if they hear something or just think you vanished.
I have a total of 9.
Eric, you need to put it in jail.
It's going in the bag.
Okay, so they were, so you go invisible, and there were some footsteps they heard, and then it's like, what just happened? And one of the police officers, like, pulls up his little thing. It's like, I don't know, we got a situation over here. Like, one of the guys, I don't know how to say it, like, he just up and vanished. And we saw, like, he was a guy, we were trying to arrest him, like, but he just, he's gone now. Like, everyone be on the lookout.
I'm gonna go to the hospital. As invisible.
All right. After all that, you got the information.
Never mind.
Eventually.
Just gonna go do the thing from the invisible side of the street. Yeah.
After that many fails, you eventually succeed at something.
You succeed at going to...
No! I don't wanna. I'll head to the hospital to try and just get eyes on Heidi. Ah, crap!
Okay, you go to the hospital investigation just to
14.
figure out where she is. Okay, you see that there's like 2 officers by her, by where her room is. They're not in the room, but they're just outside of the room, and you see through the window that Heidi is sitting on
I got eyes on her. I'll pull out the crane from my invisible pocket, and I'll talk to it to try and like get Donnie's attention.
I don't know who this Marcos is, excuse me.
I try to get Donnie's attention and say, like, she's right in there, just get in there. And, like, let the crane go, you know? Basically, let the crane go stealth mode under the door or whatever and get to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if there's, is there, like, an open window or... if the door is closed, would I be able to slip it under the door? Like... Okay, you watch as it awkwardly, pushes
it limbos under the door.
Okay. So Heidi, you're in the room. You see a crane slide under the door.
Okay, am I alone, or are there, like, nurses and doctors and...
You're alone. What the idea is that there's a hospital room, the door is closed, and there's a glass window that looks out, and there are 2 police officers
on the outside of the room or outside of the window?
Like, you're not in the room. They're outside of your room.
Okay.
They're
not in the room. They're outside of the room. So there's 2 windows. There's one window that looks out of the hospital, and there's one window that looks into the hallway.
I'm gonna pick up the crane and be like, I don't know what to do anymore.
By the way, since I can't hear her or anything, I'm going to be like, all right, cool, she's got a crane, and I start leaving.
Okay.
I would have my the one that's with him, like, bat him with a wing or something.
Ow! Oh God! Ow!
And just be like, no, like try and get him.
Okay, I stop
to like stay and realize she needs to get out of there.
Well, and then I kind of say I could literally leave through the window right now, but
I would fly it over to the window.
They know what I look like.
Hey, and now you know they know what I look like too.
Nobody knows what I look like
because I'm doing my job.
To his dang superhero identity.
They don't know I have any connection. They just know, okay, this person can go invisible.
They definitely know that I have every connection ever.
Yeah, because we were together.
I think leaving would be really stupid, but I don't know how I'm gonna get myself out of this.
I feel like I'd still.
So his.
I
I'm
wouldn't
just
know
gonna-
either. I'd be just as confused.
So his train slapped me as I'm trying to leave, and it's like, what? And I try to leave, and it starts to hit me. I turn and start going back.
I want to I'm curious if Harkin can make other people invisible. I don't know how his powers.
Hey,
work.
neither does Harkin. It's kind of I want to do this, and sometimes it does it the right way. Sometimes I level a city. So I'll stop, and I'll turn back. I'm invisible, so shrugging wouldn't have done anything.
You make her invisible by erasing her from existence.
I'll chuck her out the window. She's now invisible from where she once was. I am invisible, so I'll try opposite side of the hall, go so I can look into the room. You know what I mean? Through the window. Not near the cops, just edge along the wall so I have a straight view into her room, and I just want to get eyes on her, why? Why am I being slapped? What? And see if she's looking distressed or what, judge for my own.
Okay, so you go to the window. you look
Literally,
in, you see
hands
Heidi,
cupped, talking to a paper crane.
and
How does she look, aside from injured? Oh, okay.
she does not look
Got it.
injured.
Does she look
she's
distressed?
already received treatment.
Confused. You got it! Here I go!
Give me an insight check, Eric.
7!
Harkin. All of the distress. No, she
right,
seems a little bit worried.
Cool. Alright. Well, shit. I'm not even gonna bother with deception. I'm staying invisible. Wait, I don't know actually if I can when I do a different power.
Is there a nurse call button, Ben? I press it.
Yeah, there is. Whoop! And so, as you press it, at the nurse's station, a light pops on. A nurse sees it. She sees the room. She walks across the
I'm
hall.
gonna follow
She goes
her.
over to your room. She opens the door, and she comes inside.
Yep, here I go. I'm super stealthy.
Stealth.
That's gonna be great. I roll low. One of the cops is like, wait, I hear two, but I see one. What? 18 plus 3. I rolled high!
Like a ghost, you are in the room now. And she closes the door and says, you push the call button. Is there any way I can help you? What seems
Since
to be the
I've been
situation?
treated, can I please go home? And I'm gonna spend a hero point to literally just break down sobbing.
Didn't need to be in the
And
room.
go off and be like, I was sent to my aunt
Okay.
because my mom just passed away and my dad didn't want to have to put up with me, and just listing off things that happened, and then she'd be like, of course this happens to me, everything always falls to pieces.
And so the nurse, she has some tears, you poor child, I don't know why. Oh, this is terrible. And she, so I'm just gonna, she opens up the door, and they do
Great.
release you.
So now I'm in the room, and she's out of the room. I'm going to try and stealth.
Harkin is now trapped in the
I'm in. God damn it. And I'm trying to try and get out with everyone now. Stealth again. Huzzah! 15.
All right, so Heidi finds herself on the street outside of the hospital with her clothes returned to her. She's out of the gown, treated, and she is now in the city. Harkin
Okay,
is
great. I'm going
invisible
to
near her,
literally tap
and
her
she has a crane in her pocket.
and say, hey, It's me. It's Harkin. Meet at my house. I have my sister there. Also, kinda can't be seen in the city now. I'll explain.
I kind of give a nod and start walking that way.
Yeah.
Okay, I will just
All
fast
three of
forward
us are
to
at his house.
you guys are now at.
And then
Yeah,
we're
at the
done.
house.
Good job, guys. Woo.
That was a great session.
that was not even supposed to be a
Mission
mission.
accomplished. We're not dead.
Thanks.
Yeah, all of you guys are at Harkin's house, and there's Claire, and she's like,
Hi.
"Hello, hi everyone.
Yeah, Claire.
Are these friends
this
of yours?"
is- this is
She looks to
Heidi.
Harkin.
She's been
It's nice to meet
she's
you.
been helping me survive here for the past couple weeks.
Thanks for
Of course.
taking care of my brother, Heidi.
How old does Claire
this
look?
is Donnie.
Hi.
He's smart. And yeah, he's a good guy.
Is he?
They're both good people, Claire. It's okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It seems like
Yeah,
you
I
have
think I
some
do.
good friends.
I'm glad you think that way. I was worried.
What happened? Where are we? What is this place? And she looks at the house.
Claire actually
It's very
made
strange.
this for me. Well, I thought I was alone now, and she made me a home, and I was just gonna live here.
You mean Heidi made this for you?
Yeah. You've seen my home? Haven't you been here?
I heard
You
I heard
said-
I heard
you said
say-
Claire.
you said
Oh,
Claire.
Oh, it was,
Heidi, yes, Heidi.
I didn't want to correct.
Heidi made
Except
this
I was
I
gonna
have
let it
the
go,
power.
and Mark.
You're going to ruin it. Heidi.
I was gonna let it go too.
Oh yeah.
The viewers,
single
you were
one.
gonna get hate
Heidi
mail from
made
all the
this
viewers.
choice for me. She has powers, and as you saw, I do too, and so does Donnie. That's actually kind of why we're all working together. What?
Oh, what are you?
Mine?
Where did the powers come from?
I think from remember that
Yeah.
rift, a little.
Oh yes, how could I
that
have forgotten that?
Things started changing for me, and I don't just one day I kind of lost control. Sure, that's what happened to our village. That's why everything happened, and that's that's why I thought you were dead. I thought I killed you.
As you're explaining this to her, like her face is like
Yeah.
starting to get paler and paler and paler, and she's like,
I didn't
"You were the one who
mean
who
to.
did that."
I can barely control this, and I'm only recently learning how, and I'm not always doing it right. And it was an accident, and I thought I lost everyone.
I thought I lost everyone as well.
What?
But
I give her a hug, and I'm just.
and then she
what
hugs you.
Happened? What happened after that? I looked for you. I looked for anyone, and everyone I found was dead.
There was a few of us. We had managed to flee, not many, and we were leaving, and we had heard about Sanctus, and we're heading in this direction. And your brother, he lived. He made it through, but as we were going through the forest, just we got split up. Something attacked us. In the night, we saw these lights and strange sounds
Sammy
flying overhead. The
alive?
group, we split up. What? He made it. At this time, I don't know. But he had gotten out. He'd left. He had managed to survive the cataclysm, but he had, as we were coming here, we got attacked and we got split up. I don't know what happened to him. He might still be out there somewhere.
I'm looking to Heidi now, like... Now I look back at Claire. Where was this? Where was this, Claire? I need to find Sammy.